Hey y'all, it's your girl Shavonda. Yo, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another vlog. So, people know that I got my degree in clinical mental health counseling and rehabilitation. And they also know that I want to be a therapist. But it seems as if people think that just because they know me, I'm finna be their therapist. That's not how that works. And I would never do that. Because one, a lot of them are my sister's friends. So I just be sitting there observing and listening and on whatever the fuck they be talking about. My sister does not tell me any of her friends' business. The only way I hear any of the business is if I'm out with my sister and they are all together, which is basically almost all the time. So sometimes I might give my opinion here and there, but really, them girls is older than me. Them ladies is older than me. They all like 7, 8 years older than me. My sister's 7 years older than me. So I'm not close to the age, but I'm close to the age. So I can kind of listen in and give my little thoughts. But that don't mean I'm finna be your therapist. Well, like, no. Are you crazy? I'm not. Because I don't think people understand what a therapist is. Yes, they guide you through what you're going through so you can understand it better, so you can make better choices for yourself. But also, you have to really listen to what a therapist is telling you to do and not be defensive. Like, are you okay, truly, with me giving you advice and not telling you what to do, but push you in a direction of what you should do and getting you to see that some of the choices that you are making is actually the reason why you're going what you're going through at the moment. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes more than one mistake. But at some point, you got to realize the pattern and what things are doing so you won't make the same mistakes. And you got to do a full evaluation. Wait. I'm about to go to the store and get me a fucking sandwich. That's what I'm craving. I'm craving a sandwich on a roll with cheese, Sausalitos, lettuce, tomatoes, salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. Like, one of my sisters want me to be her therapist. Why would you think I'm gonna be your no? Like, even if I got 3,000 followers, even I got 3,000 hours, I still wouldn't be your therapist. Like, I don't like. Do you not get? I don't think people understand the codes of ethics and the rules. Because why would you think I would be a therapist if you my sister's friends? That's not how that works. And I'm not using you for practice in order to get my hours either. Because you're not going to listen to me. You do the same bullshit over and over and over and over. And the reason why you're still, like I said, I'm gonna shut up. I need to watch From. That's what I need to do. I need to watch From. I don't know why it didn't let me watch it, but I'm gonna go get my sandwich and then come back and watch the show. And also, my mother left, so she went somewhere. I asked her, she told me where she was going, but I think she said the street of where she was going. It's 11:21. Let me see. I have her location too, so let me see where she going. Oh, she's going to HRA. Oh, okay. Okay. That kind of hurt. I forgot what oh. My mother do this thing sometimes where she wait until last minute. She'll call her Uber and wait till last minute to start grabbing her stuff, right? And then she will always forget something, right? And so she'll go about her day, wherever she's at. And then she'll realize she won't have that something that she put out that she forgot to grab because she waited last minute to put everything together. And then she'll be like, can you bring it to me? Who said I was leaving the house? My mother used to do that all the time. She would like forget something. Like I will always, I just always knew. I will always watch her. She'll literally wait till last. She'll have all this time. All this time. 2 hours before she leave. And 5 minutes before she leaves, she start rushing to pick everything up and start forgetting stuff. And then be like, can you bring it to me? No, you're just going to have to be cold. The first thing you do when you wake up is you look at the weather to see what the weather's going to be like. At this time that you leave the house, in a time where you think you're still going to be outside, because you know, as the day goes by, it starts to get a little bit cooler. It starts to get a little bit cooler. You got to always grab that jacket the first thing when you look at that weather. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put my stuff on so I could go get this sandwich. I really want that Firehouse sandwich, but I can't eat that shit like how I used to. I can't. Fucking stomach would be messed up. Oh my gosh. And then tonight, me and my sister supposed to be going to a Knicks watch party. Cause tonight is game 3. And honestly, man, fuck Trump. Because that's not fair. You telling me they set up watch parties throughout Manhattan, throughout outside the Garden, but because Trump is coming, the people can't watch the game outside the Garden? All right. Bye, y'all. I'll be back. Nothing I hate more than when I'm craving a fucking sandwich. Like, I don't crave sandwiches all the time, but when I'm craving a sandwich and I go get the sandwich and I specifically ask for a roll with American cheese, honey mustard, Sausalitos, lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. So when I come back and get to my house, and I'm biting, and I'm looking at the sandwich, and I'm making sure the honey mustard is on the sandwich, and I'm biting, and I'm tasting the honey mustard, and then I look at my hands, and I see mayonnaise. When the fuck did I ask for mayonnaise? When the fuck did I ask for mayonnaise? I've never asked for mayonnaise. So then why would there be mayonnaise on my sandwich? Why would there be mayonnaise and honey mustard on my sandwich? If you don't got no more honey mustard, you say you don't have no more honey mustard. Okay, cool. I'll get regular mustard. That ain't no problem. But I don't like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise make me fucking gag. Mayonnaise make me want to throw up. I don't want to eat a sandwich and feel like I have to throw up at the same time. I won't eat the sandwich. I will absolutely, if I took one bite of the sandwich and I saw the mayonnaise and I looked at the mayonnaise, I would absolutely not eat the rest of the sandwich. That's how much I do not like mayonnaise. If I see a little bit of mayonnaise on my sandwich, there must be mayonnaise on my sandwich. I'm not gonna eat it. My fucking, what is that? Like, I just can't eat. I still can't watch from y'all. So now I'm sitting here watching people's vlogs.
Here for 3 full weeks, like 3 weeks and a couple of days actually.
All right, and gotta go.
It's time to head to the next leg of our trip.
Okay, so I don't know if I said this already, but why was people expecting Trinity to pick Sean? Trinity said she don't want to be nobody's stepmama. She said that. And y'all see her talking to Bryce and kissing him and them liking each other, and y'all expected her to pick Sean? I think the reason why they want Trinity to pick Sean is because they don't see her with a white guy. That's probably why everybody is acting like that. But she never once said that she liked Sean. Okay, so I'm looking at applications for direct support professional, and I stumbled upon one. First of all, my qualifications, I'm more experienced to be looking into become a direct support professional in the first place, right? But I'm not licensed yet. I would like to do therapy, but at the moment right now, I'm really interested in becoming a direct support professional because that's just something I want to do, right? At first, I said I wanted to work with geriatric. I don't know how to say the word properly. What is it? Geriatric? Put up. What's the word? That's mad funny. Geriatric is a specialized branch of medicine focused on the unique healthcare needs for older people. Wait. I can't spell. I wanted to work in geriatric therapy. Helps older adults, typically 65 and above, navigate the emotional and cognitive challenges of aging, such as coping with grief, adjusting to physical changes, and managing isolation for dementia-related anxiety. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to work with children and geriatric. That's what I wanted to do. That's oh, the Hunter's Point. See, maybe if I had a car, I could drive here. Mental health counseling pathways. Like there's a lot of things I want to do, but I can't do it until I'm licensed. Once I'm licensed, then I can officially call myself a licensed mental health therapist. Like I said, that's 3,000 hours I have to complete, supervise, in order to get there. 3,000 hours is a lot, and it's a long time. I wish I knew somebody that was a teacher of mine who went back to school to become like a therapist, right? And they had their own practice. And somehow, someway, I stumbled upon them in the streets. And we catch up, and they like, oh my God, it's been a long time since I've seen you. You've really grown up. And then, voila. Like, networking for real. Well, technically, that kind of happened. But, like, I don't know. Like, you know how when people be like, there's a lot of people, a lot of teachers that helped me as I got older. So, you know, I know that they would like to see where I'm at. Like, I know people think about me sometimes because I really struggled a lot. In elementary school and middle school, I struggled a lot. Like, I don't think y'all understand. With me having hearing issues, having to wear hearing aids and stuff like that, I had a little developmental delay. Just like trying to play catch up or trying to understand it, like push myself to understanding before everybody else. Like, if I don't understand it, everybody else is gonna be like on step 5 and I'm still on step 2 trying to figure it out. And then I just wasn't that type of child to like ask for help, because I felt like if I asked for help, they would think I'm stupid. And then it's like, that's how, like, before, when every single time when I was younger, they'd be like, if you need help, if you don't understand, and sometimes it could have been really easy for me to understand, but sometimes my brain is not wired that way. That's why I felt like I had auditory processing disorder. Like, it took me so long to just process something so simple. And I'm like, bro, but there's other ways you can get to that. You don't have to, like, the simplest things. I be going all of this just to get there, when all you had to do is go like that. But like, my head don't work that way. It don't. So I know certain teachers and stuff would like to see where I've been or how I've been. And I sent one a photo of me, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, that's good that you got your degree in this. Oh my gosh, you don't know how much we need y'all in this field immediately." I swear, ever since, like, people was already going through a lot before COVID happened. But once COVID happened, and people didn't, like, at first it wasn't really being taken serious. But then it got serious, and you on a shutdown. The world is shut down. You can't go nowhere. 6 feet. You gotta wear masks. A lot of people who was going through stuff was suffering from certain things. They couldn't go to the pharmacy to get their medicine because shit was backed up. They gotta worry about getting people vaccines before people get their medicine. And then, like, it was a lot that they had to figure out what, like, okay, so people need their medicine. How they gonna get it if they can't go outside? Like, and then, people who go through certain psychotic disorders, some mental disorders, and anxiety disorders, that shit only got worse. It only got worse. They started to feel more isolated, being that they couldn't go outside and go do their daily routines. Like, imagine if they was going to their day centers, and the day centers was really that therapeutic for them. But then, all right, it goes like, all right, it's shut down. We can't come. All right, that's one day. That's 1 week. Now it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, indefinitely. And then remember, these places, they might be private practices, non-profits, just renting out a building, or they might, like, I forgot the washing machine was on. I was about to lose my fucking mind. But like, private practices and stuff like this, it's like, all right, people not coming, and we got to pay these bills. How far are they gonna let us go without paying these bills? And some people was allowing the businesses to stay in the building until it was figured out, until the world opened back up, because everything was getting pushed back. Everything was getting pushed back. They have until 2026 to figure out what it is that they're gonna do. Until then, like, and then we need people. We need people in the mental health field. Yep. So hoping that this person can get back to me, because they said they know somebody who's looking for somebody to for a therapist, and I need supervised 3,000 hours, and I gotta save up money, $300 and some to take this exam. Why is it so expensive? But I understand. It's like, shit. The real professions, the exams are expenses and stuff. So not everybody can be this. Not everybody can stand the qualifications that they have to go through in order to achieve this. What they have to listen to people talk. Also, I want to say this. Like I said, my qualifications is way more than a direct support professional, but this is just something I want to do. But the qualifications that they're looking for, I'm going to read in parentheses. All right. But I kind of understand. But it's like, you listen all of these qualifications that somebody got to have. But then, when it comes to the fucking pay, $18 to $19.05 an hour, Well, it does say depending on qualifications and experience. So, I mean, I got the crisis intervention. I got the psychological, what you call it, certification. I got trauma and informed trauma informed. It's one of those. I forgot which way it is, but I got that certification. I got the play therapy certification. I got mental health first aid certification. So, ooh, yeah. Ooh. It's like, you know, when your ear itch so bad you really can't get it, but then you get caught some of it. And then so the benefits kind of, I guess, is good. It says daily pay available, work today, get paid today. Oh, tuition reimbursement, medical and dental insurance with options for family and more extensive medical plans, as well as vision for full-time positions, paid vacation, holiday, and sick time depending on time type. The 403 be retirement with employer matching contributions, life insurance and long-term disability, discounts on travel, entertainment, wireless services, shopping, and more. Not bad. Not bad. All qualified applicants will receive consideration for employment without regard to race, color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, nation, origin, age, disability, or status as a Vietnam or disabled veteran. Blank is an equal opportunity employer. Yeah. It says some, let me show, but I still wanted to read it. Well, yeah, I could do that. I just don't want to get put in Queens. I don't want to be that far. What the fuck? Where did it go? Oh, it says ability to meet essential physical demands of position, including frequent walking, sitting, standing, bending, twisting, stooping, kneeling, crouching, pushing, pulling, and reaching with hands and arms. Use hands to handle, finger, or feel objects, tools, or controls. Assisting with lifting, moving individuals of any weight with assistance of mechanical lifts or other equipment, and or pushing individuals in wheelchair, lifting and or moving up to 25 pounds on occasion. Having the physical capacity to work with and implement emergency interventions as per the person's behavior support plan if as needed, including lifting, moving individuals of any weight with or without assistance of equipment and or other staff. How do y'all feel about that? It says enthusiasm for working with people with IDD, willingness to take initiative, and ability to demonstrate positivity, patience, and empathy and compassion in all interactions. And then must hold or obtain and maintain strategies for crisis intervention and prevention. Revise SCIP-R. Don't know what that is exactly, but I'll figure it out. But this right here, I think is weird. It tripped me up. That made me even prompt turning the camera on. It says, for example, okay, yeah, as required by program assignment and person supported. For example, choking, return, demonstration, approved medication and administration personnel, diabetes care, CPR tube feeding within 1 year of appointment. I feel like, well, they said, depending on qualifications and experience, but also I feel like it should have been, the starting pay should have been a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Like, let's say 23, 25. That's a little bit higher in my opinion. Shit out here is too expensive to just be getting paid $18 and $19.05 an hour. Like, that's just not. Like, why are apartments $2,000 some dollars a month? Where they do that at? I wish I was growing up back in the day, like in the early 2000s. I wish I was a freaking teenager turning an adult to experience having my own apartment for $200 a month. $200 a month. Oh my gosh. Like, shit was 50 cents back then. It ain't like that no more. I always, whenever somebody used to be like, things was very different back in the day. I say, yeah, y'all had 50 cent tuition. That always seemed to make people laugh because that's how cheap shit was back then. But also, they wasn't really getting paid much, so people was probably still struggling to pay that cheap tuition. But also, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I need to stop cursing. I be trying, but damn, I feel like I want another soda. A nice little crisp, cold. All right, let me go. I'm gonna look something up. I know one thing that I won't do. I don't know. I don't want to become a CPS worker. I don't want to do that. ACS, CPS, whatever the fuck it's called when you take kids away from their homes, even though there could be certain situations where the child absolutely gets away, like is taken away from a home. But I don't think I want to do something like that. I think I would rather be in the office and let a child come and talk to me and be as honest and open. And what is it? Geriatric? It's geriatric. I don't know why I used to struggle with that word so much. But I need to put this camera on the charger. So I will see you later. Oh, did I tell y'all? Yeah, I'm going to a Knicks watch party tonight. I really don't even think I want to go. I think I just want to stay home. I do. Let me go take these clothes out of the washing machine. Put this camera on the charger. Matter of fact, take the footage off the camera and put it on the computer. And then put the camera chip back in the camera. But I don't even know if I want to take the camera with me to the Knicks game watch party. It might be mad crowded in there. And are we even gonna get a fucking seat? Like, I don't want to stand. I want to sit. All right, bye, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I'm back home. It is 12:39. I don't understand the men in my family. I don't understand them. It's my cousin, my three uncles. Like, whenever they get into some bullshit, the first person they call is my mother. But they the same people. Because I didn't even... Like, he just going on and on. What the fuck did you call my mother for if you just not gonna listen? You're gonna sit up there and argue with somebody in their house when you have your 2-year-old son there. What if something fucking happened? And the 2-year-old is there. It's not like the 2-year-old is over here where he's fine. Understand, my cousin is a boxer. He can fight. So he knows how to protect himself, especially when he's sober. Shit, even when I've never seen him when he's been, inebriated. Like, is it inebriated? I've never seen him that way. And he's the one in the whole family that could fight. The one in the whole family that could fight. But it's like, why continue to argue with somebody? You're already heated, but this is somebody you grew up with, and you already know this person has some type of mental issues. Why argue with him to make it worse? And then you have a 2-year-old in the house that's crying. Shit don't make sense. Every single time they go through shit, they call my mother as if my mother's supposed to do what? Like, my mother don't have a sensitive heart. That shit pisses me off. But like I said, anyway, went to a watch party, the Knicks watch party. Knicks lost. It was the Spurs was 115. Knicks was 111. But also, Trump was there, and it was him. But it wasn't, okay. The Spurs was getting all the calls. Like, they was clearly fouling the fuck out of the Knicks. And they was just They just say fuck them. Like, bruh, they was not giving the Knicks any calls. The Spurs made mad free throws. I was mad confused. I'm like, I've seen shit like this happen when the Cavaliers and the Warriors played against each other, but the Knicks, this motherfucking team ain't made it to the motherfucking finals since 1999. And that was 10 months when that happened. But before then, they ain't won shit since 1970, what, 3? That's 53 fucking years. So, when is they gonna come? Probably gonna go to the bar and watch it instead because the bar has seats. Because at that watch party, we was standing up the whole fucking time. People had sectionals, and then people like to walk back and forth. I didn't even know I could bring my what you call it. People was in there smoking, so I could have brought this shit in there. So yeah, now I'm about to watch Love Island and chill out. I need to go use the bathroom. So I had some Popeyes. Chicken was spicy. So nowadays, my stomach don't take spicy foods well anymore. So I have to like eat in moderations. I only had a leg and some mashed potatoes. And then my sister went and got her a cut water. And whatever was left of the cut water, I drunk. And that was at like 6. No, that was like 7 something. We was in it a whole while. My sister had her a drink, but no, I'm not in the space to be drinking. It's mad hot. It was hot in there, and I wish I would have showed y'all my fit. Had on capris, the white shirt. I should have did the fit check for y'all before I left. But my sister got ready mad fast. I'm gonna put the game on for my mother. My sister was like, "All right, ready?" I'm like, "Damn, all right." But yeah, I'm gonna put this camera over there. Go use the bathroom. Go talk to my mother because I didn't hear everything, so I'm nosy, and I'm about to go ask my mother what the fuck happened because that was my cousin on the phone. I think I don't know if he's the oldest. He might be the oldest one in the oldest out of the cousins. Because it's me. I just realized my sister is not the first grandchild. She's actually the third. And I'm the fourth. And my grandmother has like maybe 8 or 9 great grandchildren. But she only met 2. No, she met 3. No. I'm the youngest grandchild is probably like 7. I haven't met her. That's the twins. They were adopted. One of the twins has a daughter, and yeah, she's my cousin. Anyways, bye. Okay, y'all. So today is Thursday, June 11th, and this is gonna be the end of this vlog. Oh yeah, y'all. Yesterday, the Knicks played. The first half, I swear, the freaking Spurs was up 29 points. It was at like 80 something points, and the Knicks was at like 52 or something like that. If that's the proper I don't fucking know the math. But and then I'm like, yeah, it was like 10, maybe 10 o'clock. I said, yeah, I'm just gonna turn the TV up and go to sleep. Either way, I was going to sleep because I had to wake up early for my doctor's appointment, which I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing I was supposed to, like, the checkup. It's a physical, but also seeing the GYN at the same time. No, I had to make a separate appointment for that. So I got to go back to the doctor June 25th. I should have just did the 18th. Oh, if I wanted a specific time, like later on in the morning, then it would have been June 25th. But if it was earlier, then I would have had it like the 18th, which is literally coming up. But yeah, I go back to see the GYN. I did blood work today. I don't know, y'all. Something's wrong with me because I woke up. I'm pretty sure it was probably the thought juice. But my stomach I was feeling uneasy and stuff going to. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't pass out going to the doctor's office. I'm not much of a breakfast person, so I'm like, let me go to the store and get me one of these. This shit is good. This is my second time having this. I'm like, let me go to the doctor's office, see if I can get everything done. I was the first one there. First one there. But then, when you're doing blood work, you got to be drinking enough water so you could pee in the cup. And I had to sit there for like an extra 20 minutes because my body just would not pee. Like, I just, and then, I'm like, asking the doctor, is this drink good enough to hold me over until after the appointment so I can eat? Hopefully I don't pass out when I'm getting my blood work taken. I didn't. Eventually I was able to drink the water and I used the bathroom in the cup, so doing the urine thing. And then they said the next couple of weeks, next week or so, call me back to let me know what's up with my results and stuff. Ask me questions. No, 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 no. You know what's so crazy, y'all? I haven't had my depot shot since December. I think December was the last time I had the shot, and it's June, and I haven't had my period. But that's fine with me because I hate having one. And before, the cramps was only like one day, but if I didn't have any medicine, the cramps, you already know you have bad cramps until it's like a phase. It's like the jellyfish stage. It's little blood clots. Once the big blood clot passes, then the cramps go away and stuff. But for some people, they be in so much pain. They be having endometriosis, which makes I really don't know. I'm a read it to y'all what endometriosis is. I don't have that. But some people, when they have their cycles, and then some people have fibroids, and then when they on their cycle and they have fibroids, oh my goodness, endometriosis. It says endometriosis is a chronic inflammatory condition where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus grows outside the uterus, usually in the pelvis. This out-of-place tissue responds to hormonal changes during the menstrual stage, often leading to inflammation, scar tissue, and severe pelvic pain. It is painful bowel movements or urination, chronic fatigue, oof, and then it could lead to infertility or difficulty getting pregnant. Tia Mari from Sister. Yeah, no, Tia. She's been very open and about her journey with endometriosis. The actress Taylor Page, who was on Hit the Floor, she played Asha on Hit the Floor, and she just played in Stephen King's Welcome to Derry. She played Will's mom. And then, yeah, I don't know anyone else who has endometriosis. I don't know anyone close to me, but I just know those two actresses have spoken out about endometriosis and stuff. Advocates. And then fibroids. People who suffer from fibroids when they have their periods, it's a non uterine fibroids are non-cancerous growth of muscles and fibrous tissues that develop in or on the uterus. It's extremely common during reproductive years. They range in size from a seed to a melon. While many causes no symptoms, others can lead to heavy bleeding, pelvic pain, and pressure. Like I just I already know what cramps feel like on the first day. And because I haven't had my period in such a long time, I know that it's a possibility that when it does come back, the cramps could be worse. I don't want to ever have to feel that feeling. I don't want to feel that feeling. And I need my hair braided. Like, my hair has been growing. I have not touched or taken out my hair. I told my sister I'm going to wash my hair, dye it. Once I do all of that, just braid it back. It's going to stay in these braids as long as it can. The one thing I'm going to learn how to do is do my own braids so I could do my own, put it under my own wig. So I won't have to keep asking her because even though she say yeah, she be like, I'm not about to keep braiding your hair. You're going to have to figure out how to do your own hair. I know how to do 2 braids. Maybe 2 braids is enough to go and do a wig. I'm gonna ask my sister when she get off work. I'm gonna ask. But yeah, I'm just sitting here. We went to the grocery store, me and my mother, and then my little cousin. From the previous clip, I was going on a rant about his father, who is my cousin. So he is I'm technically his second cousin. Or his first cousin? I don't know which cousin I am. But his father is my first cousin. So, yeah. Love Island, Love Island, Love Island, y'all. Love Island. It's in fucking insane. Melanie? And then Sincere telling her one thing, telling the group another thing, but telling the bombshells another thing. So he just steady lying. But the thing is, he been said he was a cheater. So, and she made a face when it was said that he was the one that confessed to that secret of being a cheater, dating somebody in a relationship, dating somebody else, actively cheating on the person that they're with. Ain't confused? But what she did in that one challenge, the bed challenge, was mad foul. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, and the thing is, ever since she's doing all of this, one, because she found out that he's a cheater. 2, he pulled the girl Kata for a chat, and he didn't talk to her all day. He ain't speak to her all day that day. That's why she was acting like that. So you're gonna pull her for a chat, and then you're gonna wait for the whole day to pass to come talk to me, because you knew that was some bullshit, and you had to wait the whole day to come make up some shit to see how the story sound to yourself before you tell me. And he reassured her that he didn't want to be with Kata, but Kata didn't even like him. Kata is focused on Zach. He likes Kata, but he don't like Kata no more because a new bombshell came in named Soul. And people voted for some Soul and Sincere to couple up. I didn't get a chance to vote. And I'm like, you know what? I think that was for the best, because who the fuck was I going to put with who? So I think I'm just going to go the whole rest of the season without voting, just to see what other people do. Just to be like purely like shocked when I see it on the screen. Like, because last season, everybody voted for Iris to get with Jeremiah because Huda was fucking crazy, and we did the right thing. You see how life is right now at this moment? Messing around with Louis from the show on Netflix, when all he do was sleep around. All he do was sleep around. And you genuinely thought he was going to be in a relationship with you? He sleeps around, and he was sleeping with his baby mother and still sleeping with Huda. And Huda don't have any reason to be on the premises of where the baby mother lives at, and she got up under the gate before the gate closed. So that means you was sneaking in, and then you saying certain things on the phone, like you trying to manipulate him into doing what you want, or else you're gonna do something to yourself. And people generally think that Huda was being like, listen to the shit that she was doing. Listen to the shit that she's on after the villa. Nobody else is going through any of that shit but her. Aside from Ace, who is now, I don't know how long that interview was, but he came out in an interview and said that he wanted to apologize to Nick and Alandria, because when he came out the villa, he was straight on some bullshit, and he was going against them instead of, like, it was crazy. It was crazy. And like, that boy just turned 23. Why would y'all ever think he was going to be in a real loving, faithful relationship with a girl who just turned 28 years old? That's really dumb. That's dumb. And then the girl who was his girl was friends with Alandria inside the villa, but she's sticking by her man and ultimately fucking up her bag to be with the other dark-skinned girl. That was crazy. I don't know. Season 7 was a fucking mess. It was Friendship Island. Nobody really had a real connection. Nick and Alandria, the person Alandria was coupled up with, never really even liked her. I didn't know how she didn't see it. But again, what they showed us is different from what she was probably hearing in the villa. And they was telling her to stay with the nigga. I don't know why. And then he chose Clark. Him and Clark, they fine. Nick and Alandria fine. But Nick and Alandria, they got booted off. And then they had the opportunity to come back as a couple. The person that Nick was coupled up with said something on social media that was considered a slur, and they removed her off. So it was kind of like, but he said he'd been wanting Alandria since the first time they got up in there. But she didn't want to be with him because she wanted to be with a black country man. But now they in a relationship. They didn't win the show. Amaya and Brian won the show because literally all of that shit was Ace's fault. Him and Ace probably could have won the fucking show. Had he just chose Shelly instead of choosing Amaya, thinking that Shelly was gonna chase him because you just said all of this shit and y'all kind of like was texting outside the villa, and you chose Amaya in that moment instead of Shelly, and fucked the whole thing up. Like the whole thing up. He only coupled up with Amaya to make Shelly feel some type of way, and it fucked everything up where Amaya was going off on Shelly because she felt like people was being sneaky, and then like all of that shit was Ace's fault. They was too busy listening to Ace because Ace kept saying explore, explore, explore. Meanwhile, he wanted him and Shelly to be the ones, but y'all niggas was never the favorites. And he was real mad when he came out that villa knowing, not realizing that he was the favorite. He absolutely thought he was gonna be running the villa and thought like you thought absolutely wrong. Also, my nails came off. Well, technically I took them off. This one came off first. It came off while I was helping my mother with her bra. So, and then I just followed suit and took them all off. Honestly, I'm not mad because it was ready to come off and I like the way my nails look. This is 3 weeks worth of new growth. And they cut my nails all the way down. So I'm not mad at it. And it came off, the nails came off quite easily. I think I like that. I wonder if all the, what they use, like these glass plastic tips. And they don't, and the nail salon, there was this step. It's like some type of powder thing that they dip the brush in, that they form, and you gotta like shape the nail. They didn't do that in Baltimore. I wonder if they making everybody change that. Cause honestly, I don't like that. I like the acrylic, cause that was an acrylic. The acrylic part, I like that, and I like the feeling of how it is when they doing that. The thick I don't know what it's called. The thick thing when they shaping the nail. Yeah. But my nails are hard. I like the way it looked. And I need to figure out a way to shape my nail beds. Is it nail beds? Like reshape my nails or grow it a certain way. Because whenever I get my nails done, this done be big as fuck. Every nail on my fucking hand all have different shapes. And I don't understand that. But I think that's gonna be it for this vlog. I just need to come up here and talk because I haven't picked up the camera in mad long, and for a minute, like an hour ago, I was looking for the camera confused. I'm like, oh shit, did I take my camera outside and forget it? I couldn't find it, but I would put it behind my TV because I had a bucket of water on the dresser. I was doing some bullshit and I didn't want my camera to get wet, so I'm about to go ahead and take this footage, put it on the camera, edit, and then drop this vlog. I will see you guys later. And today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. The next vlog, I'm going to talk about The Shock because that new episode is coming out tonight. It better not be no bullshit. It better not be no motherfucking bullshit. All right. Also, update. I am still waiting on text. It's like when I start, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain because I don't want to be like, no. I'm just gonna be truthful. This is not somebody that's new. This is somebody that I've always known since high school, like 10 years, right? We tried to date before. We did. Well, I don't want to say date. We talked before. Nothing came out of it. And it's quite crazy because I am so like I'm not used to not texting. Like I like to ask questions, random questions, questions that make you think deep. Like I be wanting to text. People are working. And I know that. But it's like, how do you know what a person like if you don't ask? So I'm like, do you? What? Let me see. Let me see. What message did I send? What the message say? I said, do you like being asked random questions, or is that something you keep to a minimum? Like, I have yet to get a response to that. And honestly, I'm not mad at the time that it's taking for him to respond because it works. And then he has his own um, side hustle where he builds things, put the TVs and shit on the wall. Like, it's like a moving, I don't know if it's like a moving company or like an assemble anything. Like, I don't even know what the hell to call it. I genuinely don't. And it works overnight and stuff. Okay, cool. So I'm not really mad at the about um how long it's taken to respond. It's actually okay for me because now it makes me think, what's the next question I want to ask? All right, that's it. That's what I'm gonna give. I will see you guys in the next vlog.